Just waiting for more people to attend so that we can start. If you hear me, please wave, just say hello on the chat.
Hi.
Hi. Hello, hello. It's officially time. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the art demo of the International Education Week. My name is Tamara Albayari. I'm going to be your instructor today. Please, before we start, go to UCF Global website and check the International Education Week page. There are a lot of events that had happened and a lot of events that are gonna happen in the coming few hours. Please make sure to sign up for these events. It's a great opportunity for you to meet people, other people from UCF, and discover the many cultures at UCF. Before we start, I'm just gonna ask you please to grab a cup of water and fill it up like 3/4. We're gonna use this because you have a very limited number of brushes with you, and we're gonna need to clean the brushes so that we can transition from color to color. Also, I would ask you please to get a paper towel, not a tissue, paper towel, because as I said, we will need to clean the brushes as we work. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a couple of minutes to do that, okay? And in the meantime, I'm gonna start, telling you something about painting. So painting is something very fun and interesting. It is kind of a soothing or relaxing technique that people use it all around the world. If you are sitting there looking at this mini canvas in front of you, freaking out, please don't. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna learn some techniques that painters all around the world, they use it. So this is gonna be really fun. I want you please to grab the water and the paper towel. If you don't have any plastic cups or anything like that, please use an empty water bottle, and just cut it from the middle, from here, and fill this 3/4 with water. That will be useful for you during the session. Okay. Now, is everybody here now? Can you please, all of you, can you put your cameras on so that I can see you and see if you're ready? Yay. Hello. Hi. I see Brianna, Andrew, Hannah. Who else? Let me see. Who else? I see Gwen, Angela, Stephanie. Welcome. I hope everybody can put their cameras on so that we can see each other, because I wanna see your progress as we're doing that, okay? And please feel free to unmute yourself if they can do that. Chelsea, can they do that? Unmute themselves if they wanna ask a question, or drop it in the chat box. Okay. So the canvas that you have in front of you, I chose a bigger one because I want you all to see what am I gonna be doing, and I wanted a bigger canvas so that everybody can see it. First of all, you have your sponges with you, correct? You have your sponges with you. What I'm gonna ask you to do is please to grab this sponge and get it wet a little bit with water, okay? And squeeze it very, very well. Just squeeze it and get all the water out until you feel, I just want it a little bit wet because we need to clean the canvas. And the reason we want to do that is because we want to get rid of any dust or dirt on the canvas. We want a clear surface so that we can have the correct shade of the colors that we're gonna implement, okay? So just clean it around. Just I happen to have a new one, so I'm not gonna do it. It's just a matter of, you know, cleaning it. Don't get it wet because this is gonna mess up all your painting. Okay. Now, I know that you have a very limited number of brushes, so please make sure that every time we use a brush with a certain color, you clean it up and you put it aside just a couple of minutes until we do the next step, okay? So now we're gonna do a painting that can be, you know, ready for you to hang it in your bedroom or in your living room or your office, probably at UCF, and with your name signed on it. It's gonna be very easy, but there are some techniques that we're gonna implement and it's gonna be really, really amazing. And you're not gonna be Picasso today, I promise you, but maybe this is the first step to be the new Picasso of UCF. So what I'm gonna ask you to do is with the tip of your finest brush, the tip of your finest brush. One of the things that I just want to tell you, one of the things that painters also use around the world is the color palette, and it looks like this usually. I don't use it only because I have a little bit kind of a weak joint, and my fingers tend to be very tired when I'm doing my paintings because it doesn't happen in a matter of hours. It takes a couple of hours, sometimes couple days. So keeping my finger like that kind of hurting me, so I don't use it. But I'm gonna show you what I do, and it's gonna save a lot of color at the same time and get you fresh colors, because when you put colors on a palette, they tend to dry a little bit. So we're not gonna do this today because I know we don't have a lot of time, but this is what I usually do. So whenever I want to use a color, I just open it and then I get my brush a little bit wet and then I clean it up. I don't want any more water because if I add a lot of water, then the consistency of the color will change. So what I do usually is I put a little bit of color and then I start, you know, getting the color that I want on my brush. Can you see it? It's not much, but I tend to do this. I don't like to waste a lot of colors. It's, you know, you pay money for that and you don't want to waste that much because you can use it for other things. So let's start. Are we all ready to start the painting? Yes? Yes, I can see some thumbs up. Are we all starting? Yes, good, good. Okay, all righty. Okay. So I'm gonna use a pencil, or actually let me use one of my darker pens because this is gonna help you to see better. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill my canvas with circles, okay, all around the world, all around the canvas, all around the world. So what I'm gonna do, and you don't have to be very, you know, very neat with the circles, just circles, big, small ones, and put them all together on the same, you know, on the same canvas. So let's start doing this. And I'm not gonna be very clean about it because I will be adding a lot of black between the circles, okay? So small, big ones, it doesn't matter. Whatever I want to do, we're just gonna do it, okay? Okay, bigger ones, small ones, bigger ones, small ones. Randomly just filling all the gaps in my painting so that I can have, it is not rocket science, but we're gonna use some techniques that is used by a lot of artists around the world, okay? So let me just finish this here. All right, so here we go. The first thing I want you please to all do, choose one color that you feel related to, okay? And that with that color, I want you to fill pretty much 3/4 of the painting with one color. Just choose any color. I'm not gonna tell you, let's do pink or black or yellow or blue. Just choose any of the colors that you feel you wanna do it, okay? Because I am in a very good mood today, I'm gonna use my go-to color such days, and I'm gonna get my brush wet just a little bit, and then I'm gonna make sure not a lot of water in my brush, okay? And I'm gonna use orange today. I know you don't have orange. Oh, let me use red, actually. I don't want you to get frustrated because you don't have orange. I'm gonna use the red. Okay. With the red, I'm just gonna squeeze the tube a little bit. Now I'm gonna take that much of red on my brush. Can you see it? It's not much, but it's enough to fill one circle, okay? Anybody has a question? Any questions? No? Good? Okay. Brianna is super active with me. That's beautiful. Okay, so with this much of color, I will choose the biggest circle. One of the things that it's really important for you to know as a beginner, I don't know how many of you, they already paint or, you know, becoming an artist, but the best thing through the years of practice that I've been doing that, I discovered that it's better to start in, out. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if we start from the top, from here, or from the side, as we go to with the paintings to the inside, some of the colors we're gonna stick to my to the hand, and it's gonna mess up the rest for you. So you don't want to do that. So we're gonna start from middle, from inside out. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and I'm just gonna color my circle. This is the first one, and more, because I am using a different canvas than yours. The one that I'm using is multimedia canvas. It can absorb any kind of paintings, whether it was acrylic, watercolors, or even oil colors. As beginners, I would suggest that you start with acrylic colors. Painting with oil, it needs a lot of craftsmanship. I don't have it. I just started just a few years ago, but I felt very comfortable using the acrylic colors. They are really beautiful, and the consistency of color with the pigmentation is real. So when says crimson red. Crimson red, when I put it on a canvas, it gives me the same shade. So crimson red is a crimson red. Oil colors tend to be a little bit darker, and watercolors, they need a really professional painters and artists to use them. Unfortunately, I tried them and I didn't feel very comfortable, because there is a certain amount of water that you need to put on your canvas. Okay, so I'm done with the first one. I'm just gonna randomly choose other circles, because this is the color that I want my canvas to dominate. The thing is that paintings, it's what you feel, what you want to reflect. It is not something people can tell you, this is the way you do it, because the way they want to look at it. No, it is something very personal. You're the only one who knows what they want to do with their painting. Okay, so I'm gonna do something here, just a little bit here, okay? And then I'm gonna do another one here. And I'm gonna show you a technique that will help you see these circles differently, okay? Alrighty, just a little bit more because we're gonna use a lot of colors. One of the things that I learned the hard way is to know how to control the brush. Controlling your brush is something you have to master when you start painting and when you start taking this seriously, because brushes, sometimes they really cost a lot of money. Just the other day I was watching on YouTube the most expensive brushes in the world, and they are called Series 7. The biggest brush may cost $300, which is a lot of money. So if you're using a brush of $300, your painting should pay you back 100 times of the price of that brush. So I was saying that brushes, you need to understand how to use your brush, because some qualities, they are good for only one-time usage. And that is something you don't want to waste your money to, unless you just want to have fun for one time and that's it, okay? And the way you need to handle the brush is that all brushes, they have kind of a break area between where the hair and where you can hold it. This is where I suggest that you hold it, because it will give you a better control on your brush. All right. Now, if you want to add more, just I'll do this one, and then we will start. Okay, so now I'm done with this one. Today, I'm not going to promise you that today we're going to have a complete piece of art, but I'm going to teach you how to do a couple of them so that you can practice on the rest. And believe me, by the time we finish, you will know what to do. You will know how to use white and black on the same canvas and get the effect that you want. All right, so now I'm going to use another brush, because I want to use, this is a luxury that I have. You don't, unfortunately. You need to clean the brushes that you have with you so that you can use them all over again. Okay, I'm just gonna with my brush here, and all right. So I'm gonna go to the first one that I did, which is pretty much a little bit, a little bit drier than the rest, because I've just done that. So let me get the red again. Yes. Okay, now it is important when we do a painting, we understand where the source of light is coming. The side where the source of light is coming will be a brighter side than the other. So we're gonna add a little bit of white on one side and a little bit of black on the other side. I don't usually like to use black when I do these shades. I like to use actually brown. And I will tell you why. The brown color has the tendency of not changing the base of your colors. There it is. And I'm gonna have them, the three of them, I'm gonna have them in my hand. and I will show you what I do. This is what I usually do. I hold my colors like this and I work with them this way, okay? And I start squeezing, and I practiced a lot to do this, so it will take you some time, but believe me, you're gonna get there, okay? Let me see it. Are we okay, all of us? Yeah? Okay, cool. All right, so now, this one is dry, and I'm gonna get a little bit of white, okay, on the tip of my, can you see it? Just a little bit of white, okay? And I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna just color aside. I don't know if you can see it. I'm just gonna bring it just a little bit. Can you see? It has kind of an effect of a drop of water. Yes? All right. Okay. A little bit more. And don't be scared of colors. If you are not scared of colors, they will work with you. If you feel a little bit intimidated, you'll see that you're not getting the result that you want. So don't be scared of colors. This is supposed to be really, really fun. Just have fun at the very beginning. And then, all righty. I'm gonna put a little bit of red in here, just to give that effect of a merging. All right. I was gonna do something different actually for today. I wanted to do a piece of a silhouette of a ballerina, but I felt it's a little bit, you know, everybody done that. It's not a big deal. So I wanted to, this is actually my next painting, and I wanted to do it with you today. And I just wanted to have a bang start for my next painting. So just add a little bit more in here and let white and the red just merge a little bit, okay? More of white. You'll feel that it is becoming kind of a pink for me. I don't know what color you're using. Maybe you're using blue or pink or lighter pink. I'm gonna show you the result just a little bit closer. Can you see? Can you see it? It is just a kind of an, like a drop effect, a drop of water effect, okay? All righty, okay, a little bit more of the red. When you do paintings, I would suggest that you put layers of the colors that you're working with. If you're coloring, like right now I'm doing this red, I tend to use layers of colors until I get the depth, not the color, the depth, because the color, as much as you add, it's not gonna change. It's only gonna change the depth. Also, it will help me to get rid of the places that did not absorb much color, because I want a painting that would look nice and it would look finished. Okay, here we go. All right. Just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And we're gonna do this technique to all of the circles here. I am pausing just a little bit when I'm talking, because I just want to concentrate so that I can show you a better version of what I'm doing. All right, a little bit of white in here. Just a little bit of white in here. This technique is just to show you the light and dark effect, okay? Now, I'm gonna clean up the same brush. Just gonna get rid of whatever is there. One of the things that I learned the hard way is that I can transition from light colors to dark using the same brush without cleaning. The reason it's because darker colors, they tend to dominate the painting. So it's not gonna mess up my color, it's gonna give me a different, just a little bit of a different shape. Using the same brush from darker to lighter, this is gonna mess up the whole painting. Now, what I'm gonna do is that on the other side, I just added a little bit of this brown because I like to use a brown when I do the shades. I don't like to use black. Some people, they use blue. Blue is not my color. It just has the tendency to change the pigmentation of color a lot. The other colors, I mean, okay? A lot, all right. And now I will put some red to just kind of give it that effect of, you know, it's part of the same surface. I just want them to be part of the same surface, and I'm gonna merge them like this. Add a little bit more of my brown in here. That's a little bit of brown. Okay, okay, now it's good. All right. And I'm gonna show you the result of this one. You will feel like, oh my goodness, what am I doing here? This is no. The more you mix your colors, it will give you the effect that you want. And let's take a look. Do you feel it different than other circles? Do you see it's a little bit different than other circles? Yeah? It's a little bit different. It's kind of we're doing it in 3D, but it's not actual 3D, okay? Okay, we're gonna use a little bit, I'm gonna add a little bit of white, red here. All righty. And I immediately started with a technique because I don't want to, I know we have just 1 hour and I want you to grab as much as knowledge this time, okay? Any questions so far? Is everybody doing okay? Can I see a little bit of what you're doing right now? Maybe it will give me an idea of where you are. Brianna, can you show me? Yellow, okay. You need to add a little bit more yellow. You need to add a little bit more yellow to that brown so that you can have the feeling of that the colors are, you know, merging together and mixing together. Okay, that is kind of a lot of brown there. Hannah, can I see a little bit of what you're doing? Okay, that's really good. That's really good, really good. Okay, who else? Andrew. Let me see if you, oh, okay, 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 no problem. Just add a little bit more yellow on top of that brown. Let it merge, let it merge. Catherine, can I see what you're doing? Oh, green, nice, I like it. Angela, Angela's doing the red. Oh, that's beautiful. Gwen, can I see? Okay, that's really good. That is really good. Okay, that is really good. Luciana? Green, that's beautiful. I love green. I love working with the green. If you can see, I have a painting here with green apples. Okay, all righty. Now, we're gonna do We're gonna go back to the white. If you are done, okay, let me clean up this one. And I'm gonna, I know you don't have, I'm pretty much sure that you don't have this kind of brush. You don't have this brush, no? All of them, you don't have. Oh, perfect, perfect. Okay, perfect. All righty. Perfect. Now, what we're gonna do, this is something I'll show you. We'll practice this. I will show it to you more than one time. Just get a little bit of white, okay? On the tip of your brush, a little bit of white, tip of your brush, okay? With one stroke on the darker side, okay? One stroke on the darker side. You need to start anywhere, just pick a starting point, and then you need to slide your brush through the circle. I'll show you how. Don't do anything unless I'll tell you, because this technique, they use this, I use this a lot when I do the eyes. A lot of pretty much all artists around the world, they do this. It's because we want to give a reflection of the light at some point. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick a starting point in here, and I'm gonna place it like that, and I'm gonna do this. I'll show you just a little bit. Do you see it? It is like a reflection of light. And I can do this. This is how I did it. Okay, let me show you here on this. So I started just a little bit on the tip, and I started like I'm doing square. I just started like this, and I slide it, and then I pulled it up. So like this and like this, okay? And you can elongate this shape as much as you want. If you want it just a little bit longer, okay? Here we go. I think it looks better right now. I know that the color underneath is not yet dry, so look at it. It is kind of a reflection of the color, of the light, I'm sorry. Okay, and you can do it like this way as well. Just want it to look like it's circle. Okay? Okay, next step. Next step is, please let me know if I'm being a little bit fast with you. I can slow down. Are we good? Okay, now, I'm gonna take my brown color, and this is what I do when I am doing a drop of water. I'm gonna take a little bit of that brown, and then I'm gonna go on the outer surface or outer boundaries of my circle. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. It's kind of the shade, or sorry, the shadow, a little bit of the shadow of this drop. And I'm gonna go pretty much to halfway of that circle. I'm gonna put a little bit more. Gonna make it look like it's part of it. It's not something disconnected with it. It's just part of it. I need a little bit of water just to mix it. Okay, that looks better. All right, that looks better. Okay, it's part of it, it's not disconnected. Okay, all right, I'll show you now. If I just do this from here with my pen. Okay. A little bit of white. Just to give it that effect of a shade. Okay, that looks better. Just a little bit of white on this side. It is just kind of looking like it's the shade of the drop. Okay. A little bit of white in here. All right. Okay. If I put it a little bit like, what do you think? Okay. Let's pick another color. I'm gonna pick another color, sorry. I'm gonna pick another color, not the red, because I worked with it just right now. I'm gonna pick green. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do yellow, because some of you, the yellow, and I just want you to see how you can work with lighter colors when you have something like this to do. Okay. Alrighty, clean my brush. I'm gonna use the same brush so that you don't feel you're alone in this. I don't want to feel like I'm gonna use, let's do this one. I'm gonna do this one with yellow. Working with lighter colors sometimes require that you add a little bit of white. And the reason that you need to add a little bit of white is because you need a reflection, a true reflection of the color that you're working with. So I'm gonna add a little bit of white into this. It's gonna bring it to a lighter shade of yellow, but at the same time, it will give me the depth that I want from my color. All right. Now, to do the darker side, when you have lighter colors, to do the darker side, I would suggest that you keep, I would suggest that you keep the color on your brush. Don't clean it up, okay? You will see why I'm saying that. When I add a little bit, just a little bit of brown, it will kind of give me a different shade of both colors, a darker color of the yellow and a lighter color of the brown. So let me show you. That's a little bit too much for me. Okay, now, and you need to do this while your colors are still wet, okay? So now, I know some of you got this result. Some of you got this result. Let me tell you, there is no right or wrong. I'm not gonna tell you this is wrong. There is no right or wrong in painting. Painting is usually what you want people to see, not what they want to see. Okay, I would suggest that grab a brush that is clean and with no color at all, okay? And just merge those colors this way, okay? You will see that yellow did not lose any of its depth or consistency. At the same time, the brown is merging beautifully. Okay, let's clean it up a little bit more and add a little bit of yellow. And sometimes, especially with yellows, sometimes you need to use 2 different shades of yellow to get the level of the color that you want. All right. Look at this, isn't it? Doesn't look better than when we first started? Yeah? What do you think? Does it look better? Just a little bit better? Okay. Now, I know it's a very light color and white probably is not gonna reflect well on it, but anyway, I will put it just because I want to keep the painting looks like each other every time, okay? So I'm gonna add, even though you don't see it, but I'm gonna add it. When you finish with your painting, believe me, you will see that. And so many times I had to start all over again and get to the same result. I discovered that when I finish, the end result is what I'm looking for, okay? Is everybody having fun? Okay, thank you, Angela. Everybody's having fun. Luciana. Hannah, are you having fun now with me? Okay, Brianna, how is it going with you? Okay, okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna do green right now because I saw some of you are doing the green color. And this is how much colors I use sometimes for one painting. Don't get frustrated, it will pay off someday, okay? I am not yet a professional, but I can call myself an artist in the making, if that is something I can call myself. All right, we're gonna do green, okay? And we're gonna use this one. And then we're gonna do blue. Believe me, the end result is gonna be something really you will feel proud of. I don't think we're gonna have enough time to finish all your circles or mine, simply because I have a bigger canvas, you have smaller ones, but the technique is the same. And remember, when you add the white versus the darker color, you need to have to do it on the same, all the circles, sorry, you need to do the same. The white on the right and the black on the left, okay? All righty. I am doing green right now. And I probably may need another layer of green. Just a little bit more. All right. Okay. I'll grab the white and the brown. Choosing highlighters is something you will decide later on as you progress with the paintings. Okay. This is something you will decide later on. You will feel like, I don't like working with white. I want to, you know, try working with yellow as a highlighter, or or you may choose to work with darker shades of the same color. It depends on your preference. Now, I'm gonna use a little bit of that. Okay. I know some of you got this result right now, but you need to work with your colors. Don't be scared of them, okay? Don't be scared of working with your colors. As I said, this is supposed to be fun. It's a fun practice. It's a good stress relieving practice, okay? All right, a little bit more green so that we can get the result that we want. All right. Okay, now tell me, how do they look? Do they look good? Yes? Simple technique, very simple technique, but believe me, everybody uses this technique, okay? It's simple, but everybody is using it. And if you're gonna take this seriously, I would suggest that you practice, practice, practice. When I first started 7 years ago, I wasn't very clueless when I started. I had a little bit of knowledge only because my uncles, they were animators, and I used to spend a lot of time with them, but I never put it into, into work. And when I decided to do that 7 years ago, I discovered that I really, I can do it. I'm not going to be intimidated by it. But I spent days and nights practicing, believe me. And if you want to refine your work, go to YouTube. Okay, there are a lot of tutorials for painting. You will feel that, oh, I'm not going anywhere. Believe me, the more you practice, the more you're gonna master your work. I mean, let me tell you, this painting is from 2016, okay? And when I compare it to the latest ones, I'm gonna show you the latest one that I made. When I compare it to the latest one, I personally feel progress. Okay, so this is from 2016. This is 4 years ago, and I felt more comfortable with colors at that time. But this is my latest painting, and can you see there is at it? I'm gonna finish what we're doing right here. Let's do a little bit of blue. I said to you just a few minutes ago, blue is not. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I don't like blue in painting. The reason why I don't like it, because it just changed the pigmentation of colors around it. So I don't like to work with it. I work with it when it's alone, on its own. So this is a lighter shade of blue. I don't like the darker shade. I'm gonna use another circle. We're gonna do it right now. See, when I told you that we need to start from the middle from the inside out, that's what I meant, because this is still a little bit wet. And if I place my hand there, some of the color will be on my hand. So what I'm gonna do is I'll try to do my best not to touch that. And that's what I'm doing here. Alrighty. Just add as much as color here. We're gonna fill this. Okay. Chelsea, how we're doing with time? Chelsea, Julia, how we're doing with time? Oh, we don't have much time, unfortunately. Okay, maybe we can do this one. And please do not leave your canvas unfinished. It is kind of, you will tend to do that a lot with your other paintings. If you don't finish your painting from the first time, or at least, finish it when you have to, just don't leave it like that, because I don't want you to get frustrated, or you think, no, you know what, I cannot do it, I cannot finish it, don't think this way. We're gonna take, okay, this time I'm gonna do something different. I told you that sometimes I use darker colors to do the highlights. So this time I'm gonna use a darker blue, okay? With the lighter blue and the white, okay? A darker blue, but I'm not gonna use it right now because I just told you it tends to change the colors a lot. So I'm gonna finish first with the white, and then I will do the dark. And believe me, every time I grab blue, I freak out a little bit because I'm not sure. It is those colors that make me feel uncomfortable around when I do paintings. But when it comes to real life, I like blue, but not with painting, not when I'm painting at least. Okay. Alrighty. Here you go. Okay. I'm gonna just clean it up a little bit. Make sure that you clean your brush every time you transition from darker to light. Darker colors to lighter colors. Make sure that you clean it up. You don't want any residue of the previous color or the darker color to reflect on the, oh, here you go, okay. The mishaps of not using a palette. Alrighty. So now, I'm gonna use the darker to this side and add it to this side, and then I'm gonna merge it, and let it blend a little bit. I have a nice shade in here. I just need to add a little bit more, okay? Just a little bit more. Oh, sorry, a little bit less actually. That's why I am not comfortable with blue a lot. Okay, I need a lighter to light it up here a little bit. Okay. Never work well with blue. Okay. Lighter blue, and we'll go this side. Okay, now it looks better. Okay. Okay. I think this is more like it. Yes? What do you think? Do you like it? What do you think? Okay, let me see. Okay. Now we're gonna do the same technique of the shadow. Let's use the smaller one, and I'm using only 3 brushes with you. I just don't want you to feel that you're alone in this. So we're gonna use a little bit of, and then we'll use a white to do the shadow of that drop, okay? We're gonna add a little bit of brown on the edge of one side, the lighter side, the outer edge of the lighter side, okay? And now we're gonna use a little bit of, I'm gonna use a little bit of white to get the color, the shade that I want to reflect shadow. You know, shadows, they don't have hard edges. They kind of have more blended edges with other surfaces. So this is what I'd like to, we want to accomplish this right now. Okay, okay. Now we need just a little bit of water to get it where we want it to be. I think I'm going to use the brush and use a bigger brush and blend a little bit. Okay. As I said, Don't be scared with colors, and be careful when you're using acrylic colors. They tend to dry a little bit faster than other colors, definitely faster than oil colors and um, the watercolors. Okay, that is what I wanted to, just kind of a little bit of darker. Okay, that is it. And sometimes you will find that your technique is, you're refining yourself and your technique as you practice more. They say practice makes perfect. I totally agree, because truly practice makes perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna wait it just to dry a little bit here. Measure a little bit here. And don't be afraid to get your hands dirty or anything like that. It's gonna happen at some point. You will get your hands dirty at some point. Okay. I will do my best to finish this one, and I'll show you the end result when I'm done with it. So maybe you can check the website again, and maybe you can email me. I can email you back. It's Tamara Albayari, tamara.albayari@ucf.edu. And can you see we have a little bit here, just a little bit of shade in here. We're gonna do this to all of those circles around. And believe me, you're gonna get the result that you want if you just give it some time and be patient, okay? Don't say, oh, I did not get it this time. I'm unable to do it this time. No, you will be able to do it. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you came today to learn something new. And I know that learning new things one thing at a time will help you to refine your work more and more. Okay. John is saying that blue is beautiful. Thank you. Yeah. I am a little bit intimidated by blue, but sometimes I do use it, but I'm very careful when I use it. I use a lot of mix techniques in my paintings. Sometimes I even use sometimes gem colors, and I don't know how many people do that, but I definitely have done this before, and I got a very good result. I actually used it on my latest painting, this one. I used it on this one, and the result was really good. I really loved it. I'm working on other pieces, but still not finished yet. I started, this is not the only technique that I use. I started at the beginning of this year. I started with a painting, but unfortunately I did not have enough time to finish it because I moved to another house, and then the pandemic came in, and then working from home. And I'm gonna show it to you. This is what I was working on. It's just something for my closet. I just want to put it there for my closet, but actually one of my best friends, she said that she liked it, so I think I'm gonna give it to her, and I'll do another piece. Unfortunately, I did not have enough time to finish it, but I promise you, when I have my own website, I'm gonna post all these paintings, and I'm gonna put them for sale. I did sold few pieces, but not this year, definitely. Chelsea, are we doing good with the time? Thank you, John. Thank you, saying wow. Thank you. Chelsea, Julia, are we good with time? I don't know. I don't know where. Okay, let's keep going. And when they give us the red light, we can stop. Okay, let's do another color. Oh, let's do pink. I know that you have some pink with you. This is the colors that I usually use for bigger paintings. And these colors, they are really good, but they are kind of a little bit expensive. This tube is, I think it's $5 from Michael's, but I like it because these are true colors. So the tube, this is actually the color. The tube is transparent, so this is actually the color that I'm gonna use right now. So, and alrighty, a little bit of that. We're gonna do this one. Alrighty. I am kind of a person who likes to have a lot of different colors on one painting, only because I believe that colors are there to be together. I don't like to paint one color paintings. I tried it before, but it did not look good to me and it did not reflect my personality. So I was like, okay, I tried to do the black and white and the shades of gray, you know, but I really did not like it. And I tried to incorporate one color with that painting. It did not come out well. So I wasn't so very happy, but I finished it and actually I sold it. That one was sold so very quickly to a friend of mine. She's in Australia right now. And she told me just recently that she's been practicing because she said, if you can do it, I can do it too. So this is the amazing thing about painting. A lot of people around the world, they just don't know that they have it, but actually you do. And you don't need me to tell you this because believe me, I said it and I'm gonna say it again. Practice makes perfect. And if you like it, just go with it. Just do it. Don't be scared. Later on, you will discover that colors talk to you, actually. And please don't call me crazy because I really think that colors talk to you when you're doing your painting, or they choose if they want to work with you or against you, like blue. Blue does not work well with me. I don't know why, but maybe I'm just a little bit intimidated by it. Okay, we're gonna add brown on this side, and we're gonna allow it to merge together. Okay.
Hi,
Hi, are we out of time?
Yes, we're running out of time. It looks so beautiful though.
Well, I am pretty much done here. That was the last circle I wanted to do, and I wanted to show it to everyone. So, okay. Alrighty. I hope all of you had fun today with me. Please finish your painting today. Just don't leave it like this. And if you would like to take a picture of yourself doing it and send it to us, we can probably, I will probably have it for my own archive, because it's been an honor to be with you today. And thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you so much for joining me today. Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Bye-bye.